Hi, welcome to this tutorial, which is a follow-up to part 1. This time you'll get a chance to have a go at some questions using the rule which I've written at the top. A over b to the power of negative n is equal to b over a to the power of n. If you'd like to pause whenever I get to each set of questions, have a go at the questions and come back and check your answers, okay? Right, here we go. So the first one, it's quite simple. We're going to turn the fraction upside down, so it's 4 over 1, and make the power positive. That's what the rule says. 4 divided by 1 is 4, 4 to the power of 1 is 4. Okay? The second one, very similar. Turn the fraction upside down, so it's 7 over 2, and change the power, make it positive. And 7 squared is 49, and 2 squared is 4. And if you want to write it as a mixed number, the answer would be 12 and 1/4. But this answer is acceptable. This next one, if you remember, we said if we have a mixed number, change it to a top-heavy fraction or an improper fraction. 1 1/8 is 9/8 to the power of negative 2. Now we can turn it upside down. We get 8 over 9 to the power of 2, making the power positive. 8 squared is 64, and 9 squared is 81. That would be the answer. Okay, how did you get on with those first three? Well, I hope you did well. The next lot, again, if you'd like to pause, have a go at the questions, and then come back and see how you've done. So, number 4, it's a decimal, so we need to write it as a fraction. Well, 0.8 is 8/10 to the power of negative 1. And you can go ahead and turn the fraction upside down now if you wish. Or if you want to, you can simplify the fraction first, because 8/10 is 4/5 to the negative 1. Now if you turn the fraction upside down, you get 5 over 4 to the 1, which is 5 over 4. And if you want it as a mixed number, it's 1 1/4. If you didn't cancel the 8/10 and you turned it upside down, you'd have got 10 over 8 to the power of 1, which is 10/8. If the question doesn't say simplify your answer, then that's acceptable, but it can be simplified to 5 over 4. Okay? The next one is very similar. It's a decimal. It's 7/10 to the power of negative 2, which is 10 over 7. Turn it upside down and make the power positive. 10 squared is 100, and 7 squared is 49. And if you want to simplify that, you can. It's equal to 2 and 2 over 49. But this answer is good enough. Okay? This next one, we can turn the fraction straight away upside down. So it's 3a squared over 2x cubed y to the power of negative 2, changing the power to a positive. Now in the numerator, remember, you're squaring the 3 as well. It's not 3 times 2. It's 3 squared, which is 9. A squared to the power of 2. If you multiply 2 by 2, you get 4. A to the power of 4, not x. Thank you. And in the denominator, if you square the 2, you get a 4. If you raise x cubed to the power of 2, 3 times 2 is 6, so you get x to the power of 6. and this y is a power of 1. If you square that, you get y squared. Sorry about this error, it is an A. And that would be the answer. How did you get on with that? Well, I hope you did well. Okay, the next set of questions, the last lot. Again, if you'd like to pause, again we're applying the rule which I've written for you. Have a go at the questions and then come back and see how you've got on. The first one is 0.75 to the power of negative 2. If I write 0.75 as a fraction, it's 3/4 to the power of negative 2. If we turn it upside down, we get 4/3 to the power of 2. And if you square 4, you get 16. If you square 3, you get 9. And that would be good enough for an answer. Okay? Of course, you can write that as a mixed number if you want to. This next one, we have a mixed number in there, so we need to change that first of all to a top-heavy fraction. Well, 2.5 is 5/2 y to the power of 4 to the power of negative 2. But if I'm going to turn the fraction upside down, I need to write this as 5y to the power of 4 over 2. Now I'm in a position to turn it upside down, and I would get 2 over 5y to the power of 4, and we change the power to a positive. If you square 2, you get 4. Remember, you're going to square the 5 because it's 1 times 2 to the power, so it's 25. And y to the power of 4 to the power of 2, 4 times 2 is 8, and that would be the answer. How did you get on with that? Well, I've added this next two just to see what people do. Well, it's 1 over, and let's apply the rule to the fraction at the bottom because it's raised to negative 1. Turn the fraction upside down. It's 2 over 1 to the power of 1. And 2 over 1 is 2, and 2 to the power of 1 is 2. So the answer is just a half. Did you manage that? This one here is a bit more challenging. It's 9 over, turn the fraction upside down, you get 3 over 2, and remember you make the power positive, which is 9 over, 3 squared is 9, 2 squared is 4. So it's 9 divided by 9/4. Let's try and do that on the side here. It's 9 over 9 over 4. If you want to get rid of the 4 at the bottom, this 4 here, you'd multiply the top by 4 and the denominator by 4. If you look at my last tutorial, you will see I did a similar example to that, which means that this 4 will cancel with that one. So leave you 9 times 4 is 36, and 9 times 1 is 9, so the final answer is 4. So this is equivalent to 4. Some of you may know the technique of cancelling the 2 9s here, but I didn't want to go through that here. Okay, I wonder how you got on with those last two. It's not often you'd have, it's very rare you'd get number 9 and 10 in an assessment or an examination, but others are very possible. Well, I hope you found that useful. Until the next one, take care. Thanks for listening.